MySQL supports two types of tables. There are transaction safe and non-transaction safe. So when I say transaction safe, that means a transaction. So any query. So here MySQL, in MySQL, you know what MySQL is. I don't know about but SQL is structured query language. Like you hit a question to it, it returns with an answer. So that is it in plain language. Like you just give a question to it. The question may be get data, insert data, change data, anything else. Okay. So MySQL supports two types of tables. So there are transaction safe and non-transaction safe tables. Hey Fugale, how are you? Good that you made it. How's your how's your day? I guess your day started or in the middle. What time it is now for you? Okay, maybe he may not be hearing me. He's gone. So yeah, transaction safe and non-transaction safe. So now let's talk about transaction safe first. So what happens in transaction safe is, it keeps the transaction safe. That is in plain English. So what that exactly mean? That means every transaction is temporary. Okay, so and it supports rollback and commit, and there is a strict foreign key support. This is very important. Then people will ask, what is foreign key, what is strict foreign key support? And there is strict locking system, which is on row level. Okay, now I'll explain everything in detail. So when they say when a table is transaction safe, that means, for instance, you take your bank accounts, let's say. Okay, you take your bank accounts. So whenever it rebounds, let's say, you are trying to transfer your accounts, your money, let's say, to someone else. Suppose there might be something, the connection may be dropped, or the connection may be gone, or your computer may be shut down. So there may be some instances like that. So what happens in that case? If the transaction is not temporary, okay, if the transaction is not temporary, your friend will receive money, or the other person may receive money and may not be in the records, right? So there comes the importance of the transaction should be temporary. That when you want it to be rollback, okay, I don't want this, just roll back. You can do a rollback too. Rollback is nothing but like undo. You type something and type say undo, it reappears just like that. Rollback is nothing but, okay, I don't want this, just come to the previous state. Alright, so every transaction in a transaction safe table is temporary, so that I can roll back. And commit is nothing but do it. So commit is nothing but do it, rollback is nothing but undo it. Okay, then coming to the foreign key support, I'll talk about foreign key support in a while. So let's keep that aside. And strict lock-in system and row level. So yesterday in the previous classes we have seen a database table like a product, orders and customers, if you guys can remember it. In that thing we have seen rows. Row is nothing but that compartment where the data is stored for a particular item. Let's say let me draw that here. So this is a database table, let's assume, and so these are compartments. Let's assume, when I say compartments, like your file cabinets or anything it might be, just to store something. So everything is row. Alright, everything is called a row here. We have seen this in a table. So this is row 1. And it has columns too. Okay, let's do this. This is row 1, this is row 2. So locking system on row level means, suppose if one person is coming up and trying to access this row is locked now, nobody can access it again, that particular row, whereas the person can access the row 2. You understand, right? For instance, how do we tell that? Now let's take the example. I can't really take this example. Let's say ATM machine. You go into an ATM machine, unless until you come out, nobody else can use it, right? So that is nothing but locking. Now that has been locked. I hope you guys are understanding. Are you guys up for questions? Alright. Fugale might be knowing this concept. Anybody else knows this concept? The transaction safe and non-transaction safe tables. Yes, exactly, exactly. It gets locked automatically. That's what transaction safe promises. Yes, you can access row 2. Okay, so when you go for interviews, people ask this like, hey, how many types of tables does MySQL support? So lots of people will get confused over there, like, okay, oh, what is this? I know about tables, but what are these types of tables? So this is it. So types of tables are nothing but transaction safe and non-transaction safe, right? So now you guys tell me about transaction safe now. Tell me, what is transaction safe now? Sorry, non-transaction safe. I'm sorry. What is non-transaction safe? First point, every transaction is the first point. Permanent. Fantastic. You guys know. So when you use non-transaction table for your bank operations, if you transfer money, that's it, it's gone. It does not support rollback. Fantastic. Great. And come in. The next. Yeah. See, you guys are rolling. This is what I like. So what else? So yeah, it does have foreign key support, but it's only a partial. Like I'll show you guys how to do these foreign keys. Okay, that's a very interesting concept. Foreign keys. You go interviews. The next question after this question will be, hey, do you know about foreign keys? Okay, so I'll be talking about foreign keys too in this class itself. And then there is no locking. I mean, there is locking, but partial locking. And when I say partial locking, it's locking only up to a transaction level. So when we say transaction level, like you hit a query on multiple rows, it locks for some time, relieves it. Okay, like such. Alright, so that is it. Transaction safe and non-transaction safe. So when we come to non-transaction safe, so this is a transaction safe. Oh, let's do this. Yes, Kavita, how are you? Can you Are you able to get this? You're late. I know the reason for you being late, but still. So I'll be writing in this class. So don't worry, the videos will be out. I don't know when they will be out, because you see there's a delay and nobody's watching the videos. Trust me, I'll show you guys the stats on YouTube. Nobody's watching the videos. I don't know. So you know I'm that kind of person who does experiments. So if an experiment fails, I just I can't do it anymore. That's killing my time. Okay, non-transactional transaction safe. So what it is, every transaction is temporary, sorry, permanent, I'm sorry, permanent. Okay, that means once the transaction is done, that's it. No rollback, no commit, no rollback and commit. So you don't need commit because it's committed automatically. Okay, then partial foreign key support. So anybody knows foreign keys here? Yeah, Fugale or Rajesh, you know foreign keys? Partial locking system. Alright, partial locking system. So this is non-transaction safe. Oh my goodness, non-transaction safe. Okay, so the next question will be, hey, you're talking about foreign key. Now let me just explain me about foreign key.